Hallöchen, hier ist eure shinysphinx. Wir spielen ein paar von Exile, sind mit der Hexe unterwegs und wir haben Kitava letztes Mal getötet. So, gehen wir mal hier raus. Wir haben jetzt hier ganz viele Ausrufezeichen. Machen wir erstmal, ne?
You won the day. But you look more than frazzled, witch. Might be time to bury your head in some forbidden occult books for a while. Or whatever it is you do for fun. I know folks like us aren't suited to rebuilding efforts and honest work. Just say the word and we'll sail on out of here.
Okay.
Oh, Bannon, I'd stake my bets on being a mighty fighter.
Fantasy! That bloody sod is gone from our world. Can't tell you how many times I've heard them Karui savages gibbering in fear over that cannibal god. And of course there's this horror to account for as well. I don't think there's a man, woman, or child in the world that won't be praising your name tonight over a glass of their finest grog. Speaking of which, where's a man to go to find a little fire water around these parts? Ah, see ya, chum.
By the light of Ramako, you did it. You, a mortal, have crossed the threshold between God and man and struck the ravenous one asunder. I'd always held out hope that you would succeed, but at night I would stay awake worrying that perhaps that hope was a foolish dream. But you've done it. You are no longer an exile, my friend. I honor you, and I'm certain the rest of the world will honor you as well.
Tada!
Remember, we do this for freedom.
Hä? Seit wann steht denn das drin? 2 Punkte bekommen. Oh. 920 Rüstung. Alter Verwalter. Das ist schon nice. Aber Energieschild ist halt auch sehr, sehr viel wert, ne? Das sieht halt so geil aus, das Teil. Okay.
Innocence. You've seen now, don't you? Little brother. Please forgive me. It's as if I have been dreaming the most horrid nightmare. And now, at last, the haze of sleep lifts from my eyes. My vision is clear. Oh, by the gods, forgive me. It is as true now as it was when we began. You and I are of the same flesh, cleaved from the same womb. You ask for my forgiveness. I give it to you freely. But the things I've done, the countless millions I've murdered. There will be time for all of that later. But for now, your people need you. Oriath needs you. No, I cannot remain here amongst these ruins, amongst the corpses of my own making. These people, they need you, brother, and your hero, not me. Then what? Where will you go? What will you do? Isolation. I shall go south. As far south as one can travel in such a fleshly form. There are things I must think on. The redemption I need plan. If my conscience decides I am worthy of such a gift. You would seek forgiveness in the ice at the bottom of the world. I would. Should you let me? Go. Seek out that which you need. Find who you...
Die Schrift ist irgendwie schneller, wie das sie sprechen, ne? Es tut mir jetzt echt leid. Ich habe es eigentlich nicht weggeklickt. Das habe ich jetzt weggeklickt. Wir haben ja schon gegen sie gekämpft. Wollt ihr mich verkackeiern? So, das heißt, ich würde sagen, wir segeln jetzt erstmal von Oriol weg.
Good tidings to you.
Wir können dort natürlich eigentlich noch diesen einen Auftrag machen. Daran habe ich jetzt gar nicht gedacht.
Exile. Exile. Wake up.
Holy! I don't know, wo wir sind. Oh my goodness. Hi!
Commander Kirak has requested your presence in the war room.
Bitte was?
Commander Kirak has requested your presence in the war room.
Ich dachte, du erzählst mir ein bisschen mehr. Leute, es geht
I
weiter.
was no wonder child back in Oriath, but I prided myself on what junior accomplishments I managed to put together within the strict set of allowed sciences. Archaeology was my specialty, and Dominus and his ilk had an uncommon fascination with artifacts from the past. And I was told I was crucial, that I was important, because I could tell whether an artifact was truly Val simply by running my hand along faded stone patterns. I may have had a head slightly too big for my shoulders. When the Ebony Legion made available an archaeologist position on their expedition to Rayclast, and nobody volunteered, I thought my colleagues were all simply afraid of continental dangers. No, they knew better. None were allowed to speak it openly, but they knew. I didn't find out what kind of society I was truly a part of until I saw Piety's aspirations. I studied the Val. I knew all about their downfall, or at least our Templar-twisted perception of it. Piety's ocean of slaughter. The Val called their hubris the apex of sacrifice. The Eternal Empire called theirs the Purity Rebellion. We call ours the Temple of Lunaris. And I know nothing, Exile. Nothing at all. Save that we are doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past unless we learn the hard way. Serving under Kirak in the Citizen Vanguard this past year has certainly been rewarding. This is a nobler cause by far than aiding the blackguards. I don't know if Piety's atrocities can ever truly be made right, but I will keep trying until the day I die.
Okay.
It's hard to believe it's been a full year since you slew Kitava. This place is
Ein
almost
Jahr?
starting to feel like home. I left behind a piece of my heart in Oriath, even though I know we can never return there. Too many terrible things took place on that island. I think I
What?
agree with the popular sentiment that it was somehow cursed.
Jetzt Moment. Wir sind im neuen Epilog, ja. Doch, doch, kann ich schon noch, ne? Ja. Ah, das ist ja definitiv neu. Ich bin mal gespannt,
When I really think on it, Oriath's suffering was almost entirely the fault of its people. Not the common folk, mind you. The ones with the power. The Templars fostered a society in which monsters, like Dominus and Piety, could not only rise to power, but then wield that power to harm all of Rayclast. Enslaving the Karui directly led to the cult of Kitava unleashing mayhem. And of course, the tyranny of innocence stemmed from the blind, zealous faith they gave him. Then, there was the whole business with Cyrus.
Okay, die Bürger vor
We are
Ort.
the people's response to the madness of Rayclast. We've had enough of corruption, gods, and would-be dictators. The last year or so, the Citizen Vanguard has embarked upon a celestial war in secret, in a realm called the Atlas. And we've lost many valiant men in battle. We need all the soldiers we can get. So it's time for you to put your strength and wits to good use.
Ich grinse gerade die ganze Zeit, weil ich das so cool finde, dass das anders ist.
That was the final nail in the coffin for Oriath. We might have been able to rebuild things after Kitava's rampage, if not for the surprise attack by Cyrus. Kirak was a lesser officer in the vanguard then, and had to work with exiles and radicals in strange exotic realms to try to control the situation. But Cyrus was far too dangerous to be contained. I'm not sure even you could have stopped him, had you been there. I don't know exactly how they won the day, because Kirak never talks about it. But I do know a great many people died.
Okay, und Versteck wählen.
Keep your life to your own. It's through the tunnel.
Hier steht uns nichts. Wir haben ja noch 2 Punkte, ne? 2 Punkte, 2 Punkte. Ich bin mir jetzt nicht so sicher. Blitzschaden machen wir ja schon größer. Ich bin da dafür. Ruf zu den Waffen, Leute. Können? Tuyen. Okay. Sehr cool, wir gucken uns das jetzt erstmal an. Ja, ist in Ordnung. Das ist sehr cool, Leute. Das ist sehr schön gemacht. Okay, Lilly. Was sprichst du?
I should have never come back here. That Kirak is a mighty convincing salesman. I spent so much of my life voyaging across the briny deep, looting and pillaging. I never thought I'd end up working as a naval officer for the citizen vanguard. They're forgiving my pirating crimes in exchange for helping to build this town, as well as providing trade and transport. It'll be a quiet life, but rewarding in its own way. I'd rather be a seafarer than a foot soldier.
Okay, und hier kann ich Gegenstände kaufen. Okay, alles klar. Hier kriegen wir jetzt quasi alle Gems. Holy. Alles klar.
Time and tide wait for no man.
Ja, sieht jetzt alles ein bisschen anders aus, ne? Die Musik ist neu. Ich würde sagen, ich muss hier rein, ne? Oh Gott. Das heißt, ich kann hier zu den Minen gehen. Wir sind hier im Endeffekt jetzt aber eigentlich gerade im, ich sage jetzt mal im Hafen oder Abtrünnigen. Ich will mir das natürlich alles angucken, Leute. Ach Gott.
Welcome to Kirak's Vault, a paid pass that unlocks up to 8 cosmetic unique item skins as you complete the bonus objectives of maps in Path of Exile's endgame. The Malevolent Watcher's Eye skin infests your passive skill tree and watches your mouse cursor as you plan your build. The celestial dying sun skin causes all your projectiles to have celestial effects while your dying sun is active.
Cool.
The indomitable Aegis Aurora skin makes it so that when you block, your Aegis lights up with a flare of energy shield. With the desecrated hands of the High Templar skin, the more corrupted implicits the gloves have, the stronger the corruption effect is. With the Vendetta Paradoxica skin, every time you attack, a clone of Paradoxica attacks with you.
Das ist auch sehr
With
nice.
the Titan's Molnir skin, every time you kill an enemy, a bolt of lightning strikes them. The Apostate's Bottled Faith skin drastically changes the flask's consecrated ground effect. When using the Bloodthirsty Headhunter skin, every time you kill a rare monster to steal its abilities, its head explodes violently.
Da hat man jetzt voll
Find
Bock,
out
die
more
Dinger zu holen.
information and purchase your
Da hat man echt Bock drauf. Okay. Jetzt gucken wir uns das Neue im Endeffekt weiter an. Cassia.
Praise him.
Alba.
History repeats itself.
Drei Inklusionen verbleiben, okay. Kommandant Kirak. Wir haben hier einmal einen Wegepunkt. Ich höre hier irgendwas. Ein Haar ist hier. Sehr cool. Okay. Den kann ich nur zugucken, oder was? Ja. Die üben da drin.
There you be.
Okay, hier können wir Sachen kaufen. Ich bin gerade überfordert. Also nee, überfordert nicht, aber ich bin gerade... Oh. Kartenapparat, ne? Warum so viele Leute? Hier ist Lani.
Hello. Remember, we do this for free.
Gut, dann hören wir ihm noch zu, oder? Kirak.
Kirak's my name, commander of the Citizen Vanguard. We're the front line, ensuring callous gods and bloodthirsty fiends never blindside us again. The Templars kept the true nature of the world hidden from the populace, but now the rower's out of the sack, and we'll keep both eyes open. Or the one eye open, in my case. We've a vital mission for you, Godslayer. But you're not going to believe me until you see this for yourself. Take this map and put it in one of the map devices below. It will take you to a realm we call the Atlas. Once you see the world on the other side and have yourself a battle or two, we'll talk.
Was wollen wir? Palastkarte? Uhu. Also jetzt können wir quasi den Atlas betreten, ne? Oh my goodness. Ich bin ultra gespannt, was auf uns zukommt. Ja, er hat anscheinend ja auch zu jedem was zu sagen.
I once swore I'd never trust a blackguard in my life, reformed or not. I've had to begrudgingly rethink that notion.
Helen has been crucial in putting together the pieces of Ray-class ominous and ancient history. Everything we face today has its roots in the evils of the past.
Okay.
It's clear our little island is no place for men to live. Even cursed, one could say. Though we are not entirely blameless for those disasters, we thought Kitava's rampage was bad enough. Let alone the domination by the Templars and the crackdown under innocents. But Oriath was attacked yet again while you were gone. The rebuilding efforts were all for nothing. The Vanguard undertook the largest evacuation in history, hundreds of ships, and Oriath has been abandoned. No small irony that the Oriathan people now depend upon the Karui we once enslaved. I always said that if you kick a rower in the butt, one day it'll kick you in the head. But I underestimated the honor of our new hosts. They're different after the death of their gods, and we are too after the departure of ours. I wasn't a believer, but I can feel it. We're on our own. We're going to have to work together to face what comes next.
Okay, er hat auf jeden Fall noch einiges zu sagen. Ich würde sagen, wir machen das nächste Mal weiter. Mega cool. Sehr viele Details, wo sehr cool aussehen. Das sieht schon geil aus. Ich will den hinterherlaufen, ganz kurz. Wo geht ihr hin? Cool. Das sieht schon nice aus, Leute. Das haben sie schon richtig cool gemacht. Okay, bevor ich hier weiter schwärme, lasst ein Abo da, schaltet wieder ein, wenn es heißt It's Shiny Time. Und bis dahin wünsche ich euch viel Spaß beim selber daddeln. Ciao!